Hey, so I don't want this to be a long video, but yeah, let's start with the pros of going to HBCU. And this is coming from my experience. You know, I went to HBCU around COVID, so my experience might be different from yours. So first, I would say it's just the community. I mean, at HBCU, you do not feel like a number. You feel like a real person. Professors actually know your name. I mean, they care for you in a different way that I feel like they wouldn't care at PWI. I remember one time I skipped class and my professor literally called my phone and said, "Why weren't you in class today?" And I was like, dang. And then also, you know, at HBCU, most of the HBCUs are private, so you are in smaller classrooms, you get one-on-one time with the professors, and it's just such a nice environment to be in. Okay, second, I would say it's just the culture. First off, you're learning real Black history. I did not know that a Black man invented it's like the blueprint of the foundation ink pen and the actual like tube of ink that goes inside of it. I didn't even know that until I went to HBCU. It's just the culture. I mean, you had the step shows, all the sororities and the frats. They used to stroll off, and that was just really cool experience. It felt like I was in a TV show. I mean, you had the line dances. I mean, you got to make sure you know the line dances when you go to HBCU. Yeah, I remember when I wore my paraphernalia like at an airport or even back at home. Man gave me like $50 one time just for going to the HBCU. And you know, you would get a lot of respect from going to HBCU, and it's just almost like a tight-knit club almost. You're just gonna be surrounded by so many people that look like you and that understand you and that get you. Just such a diverse space that you just wouldn't get that at a PWI. Third, I would say just the preparation. One thing at my HBCU at the time was career fairs were mandatory. And I remember one time I missed a career fair and my advisor at the time, Ms. Jackson, called me and said, "Why weren't you at the career fair?" And you know, I couldn't lie because she knew everything about me. She knew my class schedule. She knew everything and practice schedule. She was like, "Why weren't you at the career fair?" And she said, and I told her I couldn't make no excuse. And she was literally like, "Okay, next time I expect you to be there and wear that suit." And that was just really a great, you know, thing that happened because when I went to that career fair, I actually got my first internship. Taught us things like outside of the classroom, you know, how to network, how to do a greeting like that HBCU greeting that you see a lot. Just how to carry ourselves in a different way that you would not have learned at PWI. Things such as like golf. I remember one time they made taking a golf class mandatory because, you know, a lot of the business decisions in corporate America are made on the golf course. You know, HBCUs, they just want to see you win in general. They want you to be successful. But see, the question is, how much is it going to cost? Is it worth that debt? I'm going to be real with you though. Let me know if you want a part 2.